Hello everyone, now buckle your seatbelts because we're looking at a game that's pretty special in retro gaming history, at least for the Commodore Amiga. It's LOTUS ESPRIT TURBO Challenge. As we look at this in our revisited series, already looked at this once a long time ago when my sound was rubbish, so let's have another look. Now my sound is just a little bit better. Developed by Magnetic Fields and published by Gremlin Graphics in 1990, this game was to set a benchmark in retro gaming, and lots of games tried to get to this level and never quite made it. Had a sequel, LOTUS 2 and LOTUS 3, the final something or other. Now this game has 3 difficulty levels, multiple different control mechanisms for 1 to 2 players. If you have 1 player, just use one part of the screen. 2 players, it's like split screen. Also come out on the Amstrad CPC, the Atari ST, Commodore 64 and the ZX Spectrum, which I have actually reviewed. We'll do the easy section. If you want a medium video and a hard video, I might do those, but let's just see how we get on with easy first of all, because that seems to be my level. There's different music tracks you can select, but I like the engine sounds. Now we're racing against 9 other opponents on over different country tracks, and we must finish in the top 10 each time to qualify and ultimately win the championship. This game is awesome! Nigel Mainsail. Now all these driver names are, well, mixed up real drivers at the time from Formula 1. Right, we're starting off the back. Go! Right, here we go. Let's weave around. Now these white cars will weave left and right trying to block me in some weird AI, but it is just left and right. So let's try and get into the top 10. Now it is via laps rather than a set course. On later circuits, I'm concentrating at the same time. On later circuits, it's moved so fast this. Another go at that sentence. On later circuits you need to stop to refuel. The other cars don't need to refuel for some reason, so they've got a bigger fuel tank. Oh god. Wow. Well, normally I'll crash into at least 1 or 2 people going through here. Up into 3rd place. Now in the top left you can see how many laps we got to go. So this is just 4 laps. Easy mode, and then we're off. Right, okay, we'll start lapping people soon, I'm sure. I've got it on automatic gears, although you can have manual gears. Normally in racing games you select manual gears and get quicker acceleration, but auto is just as good here, I think. We will be having another look at LOTUS 2 as well. Not sure about LOTUS 3, we might do if you want it, but it's a revisited series. We already looked at a few on the ZX Spectrum, one PlayStation, oh there we go, one PlayStation 1 game, and now we'll whiz through some of the early Amiga games I looked at. And I did cover a lot of my favourite games early on, the classics, so it's good to have another look at them. How long? I can't guarantee how long this video will be because it depends if I get knocked out quickly. But I'm doing alright so far on this first track. That's the reason why I did easy. Just 7 races in easy mode. I think medium's like 10, and anyway, it's more. Here we go. I think this is pretty much in the bag. The speed of this game is great. The frame rate is awesome. It's nice and colourful and vibrant. It's got the LOTUS license. And when I first played this, I think I was at school. Well, senior school, it was sensational. Played lots of hours around people's houses on this one. Split screen for 2 players. I think there is a mode to connect 2 Amigas together, at least there was in the sequel. You can have 4 people racing, which I never quite managed to do. Needed a link cable or something. So, we'll get the rundown here. Now, no matter how much you think you've won by, the maximum you've ever won by is about 3 seconds. So, Carburettor, Mainsail, Alan Phosphate, who's Alan Prost, T. Harry Bootson. Next race is Mechicor. Alan Phosphate, Alan Prost really, is the, well, got the course record, but we'll soon beat that. Right, so a bit of undulation here. No pop-up at all. Yeah. Now, I do prefer this to, the closest in quality to these LOTUS games is probably Jaguar XJ220, which I've also reviewed. Have a look at that. It gets close, but it's not quite there. There's a lot of pretenders to the throne, Top Gear 2 and numerous other ones. Crazy Cars 3, but you know, nothing as of the quality of this. Gremlin are on fire with this. I always have a passion, although LOTUS 2 arguably was a bit better, I always have a soft spot for this. In this original game, it didn't happen in the 2 sequels, you do lose a lot of time by crashing into cars, so the skill level is a bit higher. In the LOTUS 2 and LOTUS 3 you do tend to just bounce off and the speed is maintained. Awesome. No track editor for this, but you know, Commodore Amiga 1990. Unless someone's done a mod for it. Has anyone done a mod for it? They might have done. Let me know below. The car's always red, just one selection, and as player 2's not playing, you just see that garage bit below. So you've got an option of what you want to watch here. You can either watch me in the Easy Championship, or you can watch those two people pretending to look busy earning a wage fixing that car below. It's up to you, but no smoking it says there, so don't do that. They got 5 wheels. I don't know how they're all going to fit on that car, but they'll find a place for them. This track's slightly more difficult than the first one because we've got barriers to try and avoid, but they always seem to be on the same side each time. They don't move around. Oops, but we're in first. We're lapping people, so it's probably going to be another win. Do we have to stop for fuel here? I'm not sure. If you run out of fuel, it's game over. If you look at the sky as well, it's all about attention to detail. It's shaded, so it's not all one colour, and that adds a lot of depth to it. There's nothing bad I can say about this game, really. Absolutely fantastic. If you didn't like this game, put it below and tell me why, because I'm always open to new opinions and stuff. Let me know. But it's commonly held that it's got rave reviews, got multiple awards, and it's top fun. If you've got a Commodore Amiga and you haven't got this game, or even an emulator, then track this down. Lotus Esprit Turbo Challenge, you cannot go wrong. This would probably be in the top 10 Amiga games of all time, if I was compiling it anyway. Lotus 2 might get in there also, but great stuff. So we had enough fuel to 2 races down and 2 wins. It does get ridiculously difficult on the end of the medium and hard modes. As I said, if you want me to try and go through them, can't guarantee I'll get very far, then comment below and I might do a video of those as well. But they'll be much longer. Don't know how long this is going to be. Right, we're qualifying so far. 2 races, 2 wins, 40 points. Thank you very much. Next up, steeper hills and sharper bends, extra fuel needed. So this is the first of the pit stops. 5 laps, turning Fiskvinzi in Iceland. It doesn't snow on this one, and Lotus 2 it does snow, and you've got lots of weather effects. It rains there as well. Probably comes to that one in a couple of weeks or so. The hardest bit is weaving around these cars. One tactic is to let them get away, but annoying bit of this is, well, first of all, you don't finish in the top 10, the game finishes, but also as well, the other cars don't need a pit stop, but on easy mode at least, they're quite a bit slower. Look at this undulation. I could literally drive around here all day, but then I'd probably get sacked from work or something. Nick, where are you? I'm on lap 9006 on easy mode with Lotus. Oh, right, okay. You're sacked. Oh, great, thanks. I mean, look at it. Remember, this is a 16-bit Amiga. The speed, it even holds up. It even holds up today. If you compare this to the Amiga conversion of Outrun, Outrun looks an absolute joke. Compare everything to this. This is a thoroughbred. They're not messing about here. Awesome work. Well done, Magnetic Fields and publisher Gremlin Tool. Down, 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 etc. Right, I think we've got Finland. We're in second place here, but we've got to stop for fuel. Maybe I'll stop for fuel at the end of this, but it's knowing how much you need. We'll probably fill up the tank, because we've only got 3 laps after this. We'll fill it up and hopefully come out in first place, and we'll be victorious. How many hours do you think you've played on this game? Well, hopefully if you still got it and you're watching me play it, it would inspire you to go and load it up again. Recapture some memories. Oops, snap. Right, fuel, go. And we're in 4th place. Right, so we're chasing 3rd, 2nd and 1st. 3 laps to get them. I'm pretty confident. Oh, look at that. 2 have gone past on the inside. Right. Now this game gets tricky when you've got 2 cars close to each other, because you try and get past one and you quite often crash into the other one trying to find a gap. It's trickier in later races where you've got more obstacles, like rocks all over the road or roadworks. But at the moment it's quite a wide road. We've got quite a lot of space to work with. Ease off the accelerator slightly on some of the sharp bends, but there's nothing too sharp here. Undulation City. Right, 4th. Oh, damn it. Too busy gassing. Right, so I've lost quite a lot of speed there. But we've got automatic gears. Right, 3rd. There's a guy there as well. He's on the other side of the track. That's good. So we just need to catch up one person, then it's 3 wins for free. Awesome stuff. I mean, I've always, although you can have music going on the game, I've always preferred just the sound of the cars. It just seems much better And listen to the engine sounds, they're glorious. Glorious. If you've played Supercars or Supercars 2, I think some of the sounds are taken directly from this. That's also published by Gremlin and Magnetic Fields. Supercars 2 is a top-down racing game, well worth checking that one out also. Any racing game that's got Magnetic Fields connect to it and Gremlin is a winner. Check those out. You'll probably tell me now there's a really disastrous bad one. Let me know about that too, I might have a look at it. Whoa. Okay, we're just lapping cars now, so we're going to do it. Now, in reality, I think we're about, I don't know, about a minute ahead of second place. But you wait till the finish at the end if indeed we do finish first, and it'll probably say about a 2 seconds gap. I'm a bit worried about the fuel. Do I need to stop again? Oh no, we don't. It's the last lap. It will start beeping once you need fuel. And it's not beeping yet, and we're right, there we go. There we go, boomer! First, boof. First place. I'm dominating the championship. So long, Finland. It was nice to see you. Rumble strip everywhere. Bomb 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 bomb. See Harry Boots and Ayrton Senna up, about 3 seconds behind. Based on Ayrton Senna, of course. Look out your championships. Championships? Yeah, Mickey Lauda, so we dominate. 60 to 37, Michele Carburettor in second place. Nelson Piquet's 10th, the Brazilian. Nelson Piquet, of course. Some sharp corners. Oh, look at this. Rocks on the right side of the road. But it's telling us where they are. I think they featured on the track a couple of times. See, you can tell already that each track, although it's the same sort of road, it does have its own colour scheme, which makes it look like you're going somewhere. I mean, other racing games are a bit lazier and they just tweak the backgrounds and they're a bit small. This one, look, they've got detailed mountains. They're quite big on the horizon there. And although I'm really using half the screen, Lotus 2 use the whole screen if you're in one player. Although I'm just using half the screen, I'm thoroughly absorbed in this. Visibility is not an issue. It's great stuff. 2-player. I remember you playing this a lot on 2-player. Sometimes you can get so transfixed watching what the other player's doing, either below or above, that you end up in lots of crashes yourself. Many a time I'll be ahead of someone, we'll be weaving left and right, and I'd weave into an accident somewhere and it would just steam past. A good thing in the championship as well, if you're coming 15th, so not qualifying, if your friend in the championship's in the top 10, that puts you both through, so you've got twice the chance. With 2-player, there'll be 18 drone racers. In this one, there's 19, because it's always going to be 20 people racing, which is quite generous, 20 racers. I mean, if you want to do a complaint about this, you can say all the other cars are the same colour, but, you know, that's working with memory, folks, and I think it works okay, all being white. No livery on the cars, but again, until you're looking at PlayStation technology, I think it would have been too tricky for it. This is Spain. Do you recognise it? Well, it could be anywhere, but it's definitely it's a nice, gorgeous orange-yellow sky. Those mountains, what mountains are they? Let me know. Boo. It's very calming, this engine sound. I could put it up to full speed and just play it as relaxing music, I think. What we got? 2 laps left. Do we need to refuel? I think we could get away with this, couldn't we? We're halfway through the race. Fuel could be tricky. We might risk it, or I might do just go in. But hang on a minute, we're 7th place here. We're just 2 laps to go. Right, 6th. Come, let's do it here. Let's get serious. 5th. The other races, I was miles in the lead. Come on, I must catch them up. I've got a good bit of pace here. Don't crash into the rocks. Oh. Yeah, easy enough to accelerator there in 4th place. There they are, 3rd and 2nd there. That's it. Right, okay, 2nd. Now, where are you, 1st place? There he is. Thank you. 1 lap and we're there. I know where the rocks are going to be. I've learnt it by now. It's a fairly short lap. Oh no! The beeping started. Don't say we're going to run out of fuel. We can't afford to crash into anyone, because, oh god, because accelerating is going to cost us more fuel. Am I going to do this? Oh, we've got half a lap left. Oh man. No! No, 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 no! It's a very small bit of red. It must be down here, right? We'll coast it down here. Oh, stop it! Oh no, please no. I haven't got enough fuel. It's gone. Out of fuel. Oh, out of fuel, but we got over the line. Really, I should have stopped there. I was a bit lucky. I could have been out the championship. Phew-ee. Right, 20 points again. 4 races, 4 wins, 3 races to go. 80 plays 43. It's a bit flawed, really. There is a cheat to finish outside the top 20 and you'll still qualify. You type your name in as something. But we're back in good old England. We're in Norwich. It's the mountains of Norwich, wherever they are. The sky is often pink in Norwich. Maybe. I've never been there. It could be like this. No fog, though. Lotus 2 had foggy conditions. Here there's just a set weather. It's always the same weather here. And that's all you need to know. Right, there's roadworks and oil spillages there if you didn't read it. So we've got less room to work with. So this is going to be more awkward. So I can't just blast it. I need to pick my time to get past people. More road work. Oh, and there. You slide on the oil and career into the car next to you. But we're already in the top 10. So maybe we can weather this race. Sometimes you can carry some speed off the track and come back on it again to overtake. Damn. Yeah, this is going to be trickier. Right, okay, 8th place. You can do it if you really want. But you must try and try. Oh, that was clumsy by me. You must try and try. And I think we're probably going to have to stop for fuel on this one as well. That's going to be tough if I'm dawdling around in 7th and 8th place. Oh. Yes. It's starting to get a little bit frustrating now. This is when skill's involved. And skill in my gameplay is always with short supply. Unless I get lucky on a game and it just blends with my abilities. Right, 8th place. It's quite easy for 9th and 10th to come past me if I do a mistake. Oh, let me park. Right, that's it. I can get past him just. 7th place. Let's gun down 6th place in the white car. They're all in the same team. Right, okay. 3 laps to go, but we will pit in. Fill up the petrol. Hopefully come out in the top 10. 9th. No one's going to come past me, are they? Please don't come past me. Right, we're up to speed now. 3 laps to go. 9th wouldn't be disastrous. It'll at least get us into the next race. And with 4 wins so far, that's not too bad. But let's see if I can get further up here. I'm much better if the other cars aren't around me. I don't have to slow down. My car's much quicker than theirs. Right, we're going to... There's one. Oh, I tried to go off-road and carry some speed there, but I lost too much. I don't know what speed these other cars are going, but not quick. If I was in pole position, then I'd win. But your position on the grid is dependent on where you come in the last race. If you won it, you start 20th. Yeah. So trickier and trickier. 8th, 7th. Right, this is back to where we were before the pit stop. Well, that's going to work out. Oh, well, that's going to work out well. But we crashed into a solid tree. 8th place again. Right. We've only got 1.5 laps left. This is getting a bit serious. Damn. Don't come 11th, Nick. That's all I'm saying. Right. Oh no! Exclamation mark indeed. Who put these roadworks out and why? Well, we're going to need a storming last lap here. We're miles off the lead. Hope we don't get lap. Oh, this is going to work. That's 1. Get in by the end of the straight. Right, that's worked. Right, 7th. We need a demon last lap here, folks. Will we get one? Place your bets. Yeah. Yes. 5th. Well, that was lucky. Inside, outside. 4th. 4th place. Is this going to be a phoenix from the flames? 3rd place. How long we got? Right near the end of the lap. 2nd. One car. Dude. Right, back into 3rd place. Looking like a 3rd place position. Or 2nd? Yeah, 2nd. Well, I didn't think that was going to happen with a lap to go. I was struggling in 8th or 9th. 2nd place. That's a good place to get. Not as good as 1st, but you know, Alan Phosphate won that one. We was only 1.4 seconds behind. So the perfect record is broken. but we still lead. 95 plays 58. We're dominating the championship here. It's either first or second all the way. Oops, it fell on the microphone there. I hope you can hear that. It still seems to be working anyway. Right, see, because we finished second, we start 19th on this one. I didn't read the course instructions. What's on this one? Tell me. There seem to be mountains again. What country are we in? Oh, Nick, you should have paid attention there. Right, another thing that's as bad is the Lotus Esprit's acceleration uphill. If you crash into a car, going uphill, oh dear, barriers all over the place. Your acceleration is rubbish. Yeah. The difficulty level has increased. 13th. Please let me pass. Right, 12th. Right, it's going to be barriers in a minute. Where are the barriers? 8th. Well, that lap isn't too bad. If I can get some clear air here. Do we need... Yeah, we're going to need to pit looking at the amount of laps we need to do. And get a bit of speed up. Right, slow down here. So just pick your way through, Nick. Pick your way through. There's no hurry. Damn! You didn't need to do that. Turbo, there's the disc there as well. 7th place. Not disastrous. There's still some time to get that back. We're only on lap 2 from 6, is that? 6. Plenty of space to get past. There's not too many barriers, apart from in a couple of positions. Don't really want to catch up the other cars where the barriers are. 2 laps done and in 4th place. Thank you very much. But when are we going to pit? Might do it at the end of this lap. Come on. Inside. Good. 3rd. Right, okay. Definitely going past those barriers. Bit of a chicane there, but a fast chicane. I don't know. Look, this car's road holding is brilliant. It's not even going into the air. Crashed into that one, but carried enough speed. 2nd place. Oh yeah, I think a pit stop after this is probably a good idea. We're halfway through. In. Come on, lads, quick. I don't know why they got the boot open, putting the petrol in anyway. Away we go. 4th. Retained a good position there. 5th. We could win this. 3 laps to go. Why is he going so slow there for? He brake tested me. And that's cost me quite a lot of speed. What speed is he going? Don't know if that was a lap rider or not. 4th. Next up is 3rd place, but I'm sure you could have worked that out yourself. I think we could end up winning this. Yep, right, away we go. Don't need to make any more pit stops, just concentrate on winning. The only thing that could trip us up now is lapped riders. Let's hope we don't see them. We're going to see him any second now, I guess. Through. Can't see him as of yet. 1 lap after this and then we're there. Oh, there they are. Yeah, that caused problems straight away. And I'm in the slow bit of the course if you've got no momentum. Who built this road? Some roller coaster specialist, I think. Right, we've got up to speed quite quickly again. The car doesn't take any damage. You don't need to repair it. 1 lap to go. Final lap. Well, these lap cars are they're problematic, these lap cars. These barriers, as you can see, are quite solid. You can't bash them out the way. Not like in Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit or anything. You crash into them, you know about it, but you got your seatbelt on, so you're not going to go through the windscreen, which is always a bonus. Okay, I can't see anyone beating us now. You can select miles an hour or kilometres an hour. I've gone miles an hour because that's what I'm used to, but it makes no sense. They should go decimal and put kilometres. Boof! 1st place, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Those guys haven't finished repairing that car underneath there. I wonder when their lunch break is. Cue the music. 403.7. Main sales 2nd. He's Nigel Mansell, of course. James Hunt. Right. So that's 6 races done. We're in the last race now of easy mode. I can't be caught in the championship, so as long as I finish in the top 10, we've done it. And we're off to China, Nanchang. Where is Nanchang? I never heard that. Well, many sharp bends and water in the road, and the skies are sort of like bluey yellowy sort of colour. And again, we got more mountains. Name a mountain in China, please. My knowledge of China isn't great. Track looks a bit narrowish. Right, but we've already weaved into 14th place. Water slows you down quite a lot. I don't think it is water. I think it's glue. Yeah. Water wouldn't slow down a Lotus high-end sports car. Glue would. So it's blue glue, not water. A bit tight this one. 12. Oh no. And we need to stop at some point for fuel as well. And that's quite cruel, that. Water, or glue, on an uprising hill. So that's going to catch me out a bit too. But already up 8 or so places. The pit stop's going to be important here. Yeah, see, look. There's not much track to work with there. If you try and avoid the blue bits. Right, 11th place. I think top 10 is certainly doable here. Should gradually pull them all in. But yeah, this is going to be bad, this bit. But that's very slow up there. I need a new engine. 2 laps. In 10th place. All depends on how much ground I lose when we go for the pit stop, to be honest. Would like to be up into about 5th place when that happens. But I need a bit of luck with the cars. Like 2 together, that's always tricky. 9th place, through the glue. Oh, why is he going so slow there, that twit? 8th place, right. It's going to come back alongside me. Yep, round the outside. Pit stop. Oh, stop! Stop! Oh, I've lost heaps of time there. Who put the pits on a bend? Well, that's going to cost me. I took ages there. We're down into 12th. Come on, car, speed up. It's getting slower all the time. Oh, man. Come on. Lotus 2 had a choice of different cars, as did Lotus 3, but all Lotus cars. Top Gear 2, which I think there was also sort of involved with Gremlin, but it weren't quite as good for some reason. You could change the colour of your car in that one as well. Check that one out, but it's Lotus is where the action is, which I think I mentioned all that time ago. This is the last race. Right, we're in 9th. Good, that'll do us. Will we stay there? I don't know. So my gameplay on this isn't too bad, but it is a racing game where you don't have to... I was going to say you don't have to pay too much attention as I drive forcefully into a post. And I've gone into 11th. Well, see, that teaches you. Never count your chickens before they're hatched. I don't know why you want to count them after, but just you're counting eggs, aren't you? Yeah. Never count your eggs after they've hatched. Because, well, yeah. Right, 11th place. We got 2 laps to get 1 position. 1 position. You just got 1 job. There we go. We've done it. 10th place. Check out that sound. Boof. Right, 11th again. Oh, I'm getting tired now. Oh no, 12th. Who's that twit to sneak past? Now I've got the worst case scenario. 2 cars. Well, yeah, 2 cars close to each other, so it makes it hard to overtake them both. One works as a barrier, so the other one can catch up again. If they were spread out, I'd have no problem here, but they're not. And we've only got 1 lap left after this. Right. Can we do this, or will we be knocked out of the championship? I should have put the cheat mode on. I told you I should have put the cheat mode on. Anyway, at least we've seen all the tracks in the easy championship. This is easy. Wonder what the medium's like. 10th. Damn. See, oh no. 4 cars close together. I've got no chance here. Not on this narrow track. I needed them to be spread out. And now we've got a slow rising bend. Come on, car. I needed nitro. Oh, look at that. Race over. Ugh. 11th place. Well, I won the championship on points. I don't care what they say. Yeah, I didn't finish in the top 10, but I've still won on points. Is that going to tell me I've won on points now? It's taken all my points away. Deary me. Oh, player 1. Who's that? It was me. Game was 115 points. I won. Look, rating brilliant. Can't argue with that. Well, I hope you like looking at that truly epic game. That was LOTUS ESPRIT TURBO Challenge on the Commodore Amiga, published by Gremlin Graphics in 1990 and developed by Electric Fields. Thanks for watching that one as always. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.